The Writers Guild of America has been on strike for 2 months. And as of July 14, the Screen Actors Guild has joined them. When I hear about the strike, I can't help but to think about all the work these people have done to make content that I love watching over the years. Honestly, the work they do is the very thing that inspired me to start doing movie reviews in the first place. While they may be largely invisible, their work speaks to me every single day. And now I am speaking directly to you. The bulk of these workers are living paycheck to paycheck like everyone else, and they tend to live in areas with a high cost of living because that's where the work needs to get done. It's important to remember that just because they have a cool job or create amazing content, that doesn't mean that they make a living wage for where they live. Just like you and me, anyone who works, including those in the entertainment industry, deserve to get paid for their work, regardless of the things like new technology that changes their work and how the final product is actually delivered. Unlike most of us, the entertainment industry pay structure is different. They get a proportion of money up front and then residuals based upon our future viewing of their work. New technologies and streaming services are not addressed adequately in that pay scale. We all know that our viewing patterns have changed dramatically, even over the last decade, especially during the pandemic. And we're watching more video than ever before. However, we don't go to the theaters as often, nor do we watch network television at the same rates. And this is where the creatives get the bulk of their money. Instead, we prefer to stream our content on our various devices and in the comfort of, well, wherever we want to watch. As a result, we have migrated to a new and better technology where studios and streaming companies receive the lion's share of the profit, leaving workers like you and me behind. Many of them literally can't continue to survive at this rate. They either need to get paid for their work or they need to leave the profession. And selfishly, I want them to stay because I value what they do. People deserve to be paid for their initial work and for later viewing, especially since that's how the entertainment industry has really been set up. But there are other issues ranging from retaining the rights to their data and to the use of their likeness and the use of AI creative tools, healthcare, I don't know, more. And these things really should concern us all. Whether you work in Hollywood or Iowa, given the rate of innovation, resilient and flexible contracts for all workers are needed. And I'm a person who embraces new technology and AI. While I believe these tools can help us to do our jobs better and more easily, they should not be employed in an exploitive manner that infringes upon a person's personal data, their digital rights, or their creative work. Nor should the use of new technology actively move whole swaths of people from paycheck to paycheck to an impoverished status just because the employer has the money to outweigh their workforce. We, the audience, we need to understand our role and that it is our voices, or rather our collective voice, that the studios will hear above the din of the picket line. I know we are entering new territory with streaming. For these studios and streaming services that believe it's too hard to track views from a streaming device, I think they need to pause and really listen to themselves. I mean, even the least technical among us can see that if a streamer like Netflix knows what we watch and what percentage of it we have watched. They should also be able to figure out how to report back to the studios what we've watched and how much we've watched. The same is true for Prime, Hulu, Apple Plus, and all the others. It's just math. Sure, it's complex math, but it is just math. And AI, it's really good at math. And I'm guessing they don't want to do that math because they already have a good sense of how much money they would have to pay the studios in residuals and the workers in residuals. That number would likely be an unsustainable number based on the sheer mountain of content that viewers like me, and probably you, consume at a bargain price compared to theater tickets. The result would likely lead to increases in monthly service rates or a sliding scale based on the number of hours viewed per month. In either case, viewer rates would naturally increase, and that would naturally create a loss of subscribers, which would affect their profit margins and the number of shows that they create per year. However, the use of responsible AI and a workforce that is comfortable with using AI tools in ways that won't hurt them financially, they will be able to produce even more content more quickly and at a lower cost. But hey, that's just business. Organizations have been navigating the law of supply and demand for years. This is nothing new. We need to find equilibrium. And if that means studios and streamers make less money so that workers can receive adequate residuals and are able to protect their work and personal data, then so be it. If executives cannot find a reasonable and equitable solution for workers to solve this problem, I'm not sure they really know what they're doing other than trying to placate investors and make lots of profit, which are two things that being audience members don't care about. We care about the workers and the creatives and the people who make the content we love. We don't really care about the studios making profits or the boards that are driving them. We are at a juncture when these decisions that corporations make will have great consequence beyond Hollywood Hills. These decisions will impact how other employers use our labor and our data, and it will either be addressed at a local level between employers and employees, or it will be sorted out in courtrooms and in regulatory committees. So how can we, the audience, help? I've borrowed a list from an article by Chase D. Benedetto. It was originally published on Mashable.com, and I will include a link to it in the comments. So here's what we can do. Join the SAG-AFTRA movement by pledging your solidarity. Sign the letter of support for the Writers Guild of America. Donate to food and support drives to help people on the picket lines. Check out the strike toolkits. Learn how to effectively join the hashtag WGA Strong, hashtag WGA Strike, and hashtag SAG-AFTRA Strong causes online. If you love watching your shows, do what you can to spread the word, since we can make a difference. Thank you for listening and for helping to keep the great content we all love streaming. Also, I'm not asking you to like or subscribe, because this is not about me. It is about others who need our help. So please help them. Do what you can. Spread the word, boost the signal. It will make a difference. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Bye.